Alrighty, phone vlogging again. We're going on an adventure. Adam's super stoked about this adventure.
Yeah, it's super sick.
So we'll get some coffee and then we'll talk about it. Lifeblood. As you can see here, we've got a trailer on.
Are we buying a car? Who knows?
Yeah, it's something like that. Buying a broken car. So here we sit. Adam, would you like to explain what the hell's going on?
No.
Basically, the S14's broketed. They HPS pulled the cams out, found the shim, which is good pickup to them. Also a very good pickup. They found that one of the valves, like right on the top of the stem, was broken, like right at the retainer.
Yeah.
So it's got a broken valve right at the retainer, so it's actually a bit of a miracle that valve never actually dropped into the... Because after Adam threw the shim, he actually drove it home for like a few Ks, just babied it home, so it's pretty amazing that it never dropped that valve.
Yeah.
But so basically it turned into a head-off job to fix.
New valves, blah, blah, blah.
And then reshim and then retune, so it was starting to get to a very, very expensive pointy end of getting the S14 fixed. It was not as simple as just finding the shim, reshimming and retuning. So Adam has decided, instead of sink a whole heap more money into that car, which has already cost him a pretty penny, that we're just going to go load it on the trailer broken, and hopefully someone who wants to fix it on their own wants to buy it fairly cheap in a broken state, and or Adam will part it out. It'll be a part out party.
Yep. Let's see if you can fetch it off the bottom of the lake when I push it in there when we get home.
In case you can't notice, he's not very stoked. And if any of you are actually wondering why like me and Rex aren't taking on fixing this car, it's because we want no part in this fucking SR business. Not our thing. Not for us.
Nah.
Plus, I don't think Adam would let us touch it anyway. This bloke's about to bloody take off. See you later, mate. See you, bye. Some fuel up in this big rig. So, for those on the coast, this Wild Horse Mountain coffee, the Wild Horse Mountain Shell southbound, definitely some of the best coffee on the coast, hands down.
Yeah.
Very, very good coffee. Also, would just like to point out that this trailer has worked out to be probably the best investment I've ever made. And also, this Falcon has literally towed more cars than any four-wheel drive I've ever owned. This Falcon gets worked out towing cars. It's crazy. I love it. It's brilliant.
Pretty much, eh?
Oh, look at that. Fucking beat it by 10%. 10%, bro. Beauty. Could probably spend all day in Bunnings, I reckon. It's a really cool place. Ugly. Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes. What a vehicle. What an absolute weapon. So, actually, I didn't think about this, but I don't have a knife to actually cut these open with. I don't know what I can use. I feel like I should try here before we leave the hardware store where I can easily buy them. What's my shop should still have?
These are probably the sharpest thing you'll ever come across, ever. Especially when they're in the engine bay. See, look at that.
You should try stainless ones on a comms tower. It's these little bastards are the things I'm worried about, mate.
Oh no, don't worry about that.
Crisis averted. Got him out. Houdini. Oh no! We've had a bit of an issue. After all this, the Falcon's decided to give me some strife. Oh no! Then everyone's gonna think it's real fast.
Oh my god.
That's fucking terrible. Oh dear. So I've done some ghetto tire wiring fixing. Still fucked. So still lucky we actually pulled up out the front of a mobile mechanics place. So that was lucky as. So he let us borrow like just a trolley jack and a jack stand and gave us some tire wire and stuff and helped us fix it. So big thanks to that bloke. Awesome stuff. So it still sounds retarded, but we're gonna keep trucking on, and I'll wait until I get it basically back on the hoist to weld it up, fix it properly. Listen to the big girl, you ready? Oh, she's fast. She's faster now, I reckon. Fast Falcon. Oh boy. Well, at least you can't hear the diff anymore.
Fixed it.
That's so bad. Oh, it's broken. Alright, loaded back up with the broken car. Alrighty. So it certainly wasn't the outcome we were hoping for, but the outcome could have been a lot worse if they didn't find that broken valve and they just shimmed it and put it on the dyno, because it definitely would have dropped that valve on the dyno and would have just gone rods out, which would have been far worse. But anyway, we'll assess the damage and see what to do with it. Oh,
That Falcon though.
fuck.
Dang, God.
Fuck yeah. You guys want to hear the most annoying noise in the world?
It's not that
Yeah, Falcon.
loud. Surprisingly not that loud.
It is about there.
Make it drone.
Oh, now you can hear like a perfect mixture of the diff whine and the exhaust. Oh, it's good when it's loaded up. She's brilliant. Sounds great.
Oh, that's the note. That's
Yeah,
the spot.
yep. Sounds like a fast car if ever I've heard one. My, what an adventure this has been. Did not expect this when I woke up this morning. Falcon's just sounded like a race car now, like a really slow race car. She's pulling like a freight train though. Yeah, she pulls a little bit, Dodgy mechanicking is holding up somewhat. Yeah, nice. Nice. So, this is the issue. Top of that valve is ill gone.
See the
See
difference?
the difference?
Not
So
in
it's
high
just
pressure.
sheared, just under the retainer. It's sheared the top of the valve off. So basically on first startup that would have just dropped that valve and it just would have gone rods out. So very good pickup by HPS. Pretty happy with their work for sure. Yeah, very lucky pickup, because otherwise next place this was going was onto the dyno once that was shimmed. So they didn't pick that up and they put it on the dyno. It would have gone rods out first run for sure. And it would have been a lot more expensive than it was. Yeah, then it would have for sure been a bin item.
That there is the top of the valve, so that's where it sits. You can see the little wear mark on that.
Yep.
That sits on top of there, and that's meant to be as one piece as part of the valve stem.
Yeah, so it's literally just sheared just at where the retainer sits on the valve stem. You can see that.
But for that valve to stay in, what's holding it up? Just the
Nothing,
seals?
just pure friction, seals, luck, yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does, because otherwise it'd just be in the fucking cylinder.
No,
where it
we've
was
got the
going.
spacer.
Rightio, so the S14's home, safe and sound. Obviously, again, not the ideal outcome, but could have been a lot worse if it did end up dropping that valve. So big ups to HPS, Horsepower Solutions there for figuring that out. Again, like I said, for anyone that's wondering why me and Rex didn't touch that motor, it's just because we've never had anything to do with SRs. We know nothing about them, and that engine was definitely not the engine to start learning it. It's a big dollar motor, that one. So yeah, Adam's not sure what he's going to do with it. He's going to assess the damage, figure out if he wants to pull the head off himself, get another valve, basically put a new valve in it, and then basically redo it. The whole idea is that he couldn't shim it because it's got some weird specialized shim in that head, so that's why he needed to get HPS to shim it, and he wanted them to retune it anyway. But obviously getting them to do the head was just going to be way too much in labor, so he may see if he can save himself on labor and do it himself, if it's going to be cost effective. If not, he's considering just trying to sell it broken to someone else who might want to pay to fix it or fix it themselves, or potentially part it out. Personally, I'd like for him to part it out because I really want to put them wheels on my Cressy. I really want to buy them wheels off him. So I mentioned Adam for them wheels. For anyone else who may be potentially chasing SR parts, that thing has like all the fruit, everything you could ever want. I did do a video on it like way earlier in the channel, probably before a lot of you guys were following me. So if you want to see exactly what's in that car, I'll put a link to the video in this corner. Hopefully I get that corner right this time because I always get that wrong. So go and check that out if you want to see what's in it. But anyway, now big ups also to that bloke that sort of helped us when the exhaust fell off this thing. Can't exactly remember his name. Mobile mechanic there in sort of the Bracken Ridge area. Just happened to pull up out the front of his house and he gave us a hand with the jack and jack stand and some tie wire and stuff. So absolute champion. It's always nice to know that there are still people in the world that are willing to get out and give you a hand and help you out. So that at least stopped this exhaust from falling down and smacking the road. At least kept it up, and it still sounds ridiculous. So I'm going to head out to the workshop now and drop the trailer off and fix this damn exhaust. So I'll just give you an idea of just how bad this actually sounds. Absolutely horrific, so definitely going to go fix that now. So if you look at me bush mechanics here, yep, pretty good if you ask me. Bit of tie wiring up. Anyway, she stayed like this all day.
Did a lot of Ks today like this. Mate, I have seen and done way worse.
Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it. But honestly, I'm probably going to miss out sounds, you know? I'm going to go back to me quiet. Just me diff whining myself. Just me thoughts and me diff. And me rattly speakers.
Well, while we're doing this, we have the opportunity, if you want, you could get one of those like 12-volt cutout things and we
bimodal.
put in a bimodal bloody option in there.
Yeah, nah. I just want to weld the fucking thing up. And fix it. It's alright, I still love you. Righto, so all we did here is mark it before we took it off, and then after we got the stupid heat shielding crap off, we marked it again. So we'll just clean this up with a wire brush and weld it together. That's pretty much all that's going to happen. So I'm not going to bother filming that and boring you with it, because so all we're going to do is weld it back on. We'll weld it back together, put it back on the car. So anyway guys, I'm going to sign this video off here. So cheers for watching. Smash like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you again later on the week. Peace. There we go. She's all welded up. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Bloody beautiful. Sesh. So to put this heat shield back on, instead of reusing these retarded ass, stupid ass fucking Ford gator clips or whatever the hell these are.
They look like some Mad Max level shit.
Stupid. So we just use stainless steel pan jutes, or like zip ties, stainless steel ties. Actual pan jute strand. Don't buy the Kabac ones, they're shit. And obviously we've got tie guns because we used to use these all the time when we were comms rigging. So we've got a lot of these laying around. They're really good for like heat wrap and you know, applications like this. They're really good for a lot of things. Very handy, so. Alright, moment of truth. You should be nice and quiet again. Back to non-race car life. Oh, yep. Back to normal. Back to normal old stuff. Just hanging out with all my fans.